What is up, YouTube? It's Trickster here, and today I'm going to be coming back at you with another build video. The last video I did was a build with Wraith. A lot of you guys seem to enjoy it and always asked about how to like my controls are on my controller and stuff like that, which is really nice. Thank you for you guys for all the support. Um, but today I'm going to be building on Grux here. So Grux is one of my favorite or my favorite offlaner slash jungler in the game right now. Very consistent, very strong. If you've seen on my last video, my last tier list video, I put him in S tier because I think he deserves to be there. He's very strong right now. Of course, he's getting a nerf in the next patch coming up with Grim.exe, which is another character coming into the roster, making, of course, 35 characters on the roster. Um, I will definitely be covering that on this channel. I'll also always keep an eye out for that. But today, of course, I'm going to be talking about Grux. Very consistent. This build, I always kind of build it in different ways depending on what my matchup is. So, but I usually always go with Ice Scorn Talons for my active ability, active item. It basically creates an ice sheet on the floor, basically giving you movement speed, slowing down the enemy, and giving you all the allies around you a damage buff for 3 seconds, which is a 15% damage buff, which is crazy. Um, and then, of course, it deals 30 damage to minions on hit, but that doesn't really matter um, all that much. But yeah, it's really good. It gives you 10 physical power, 100% or 100 health, and 10 ability haste, which is very good. But a lot of people think that you just need to build a very tanky build on offlane. From what all the people that I've actually talked to on people that play offlane, they like to be tanky as much as possible and survive as much as possible. I like to do the opposite. I like to be the tank bruiser, so I like to be a little bit healthy with, of course, Grux's passive, so because he gets Omnivamp, is very nice. So you're basically have that sustain to stay in the fight longer, and of course take more hits, and as well dish out a whole bunch of damage. And the first item that I usually build into is Basilisk. So this one's very strong right now. It gives you 40 physical power, 350 health, and 15 ability haste, and it reduces their physical armor by 4% for 3 seconds and stacks up to 6 times. And whenever you get to that 6 stack, it starts to corrode. And of course, you do a 4% target missing health as damage, which is very nice because it will synergize with the other items that I want to be putting onto this build. And of course, I'm going to give you a little bit of other items to build into depending on the matchup that you're going with. So the second item that I always go with is Sky Splitter. So let me find that real quick, and it's right here. So this one's it synergizes very well with all three of these. It deals 2.5% target current health as damage on hit, which is very good for his passive, and as well as his double cleave. Very strong. And then you deal 5% target max health as damage, which is also really strong. So I usually go with the two damage items first, and a little bit of health, of course, attack speed, just to ramp up his Omnivamp from his passive. But if you don't want to go with straight damage and attack speed, for first, I usually like to go with Draconum or where is it? Citadel. So if you don't want to build into two damage items first, then either build into Citadel second and then build into Sky Splitter. You can kind of vary on what you want to build into first. If you want more survivability, or if you just want to bully the off lane or help, of course, mid lane and just kind of rotate with your team. Always knowing what the fight and basically pick your fights with everything. But this is usually how the build how I build it with Grux on the off lane. I usually try to do a little bit more damage to sustain the farm, and of course bully the offlaner that I'm going against to make sure that he doesn't get his farm. But yeah, so I usually go with that, and then I usually go Citadel, which is my third item, which gives you 35 physical power, 40% physical armor, 200 health, and I gain 6 physical armor on top of that, and as well as intimidation, which is physical armor decreased by 20%, and I think a 15, not a 15, like a 5-meter radius around you, which is very strong. Um, So in the next item that I go for on Grux is I usually like to go for a little bit more survivability, um, just because of uh his Omnivamp passive. So I usually go with Mutilator just to build that Omnivamp constantly. You're getting that 15%, 15 ability haste, 40%, or not 40%, but 40 physical power, and then 8% Omnivamp, and you deal 1% of their max health as damage. So that very it basically synergizes with Basilisk, Sky Splitter, and of course the other item that I'm going to put on here. And you basically mutilate 3 times, steals 5% of the max health for 20 seconds, and it only occurs once per target. So, of course, very, very good on the off lane because that's a solo lane, and you're always just bullying that tank or whatever you're going against, like a Greystone or something. Um, but very, very good. Very consistent, actually. It's very strong. And the last item that I go for, I gotta find it real quick, is I go for a little bit more survivability, but a lot of people like to go for a little bit more tanky build. Um, but I know this is gonna get nerfed in the next update. Um, but it's very, very strong still, is Raiment of Renewal. You basically get mana, you get health regen, health, and ability haste, and you're just tanking literally everything. And it's very, very strong, but I don't usually go that route. I know a lot of people do. They like to have a little, of course, more survivability because you're supposed to be the tank in the fight. But I just don't go that route. I usually go with, I gotta find it just one more time. I usually try to go with Vanquisher just to execute them completely. Of course, if they're below 6%, you just basically kill them like completely. But sometimes I just don't build into this at all because the games usually end on 4 items. I never really get to build into Vanquisher. I haven't really tested so much with the 5th item slot just because games end in like 25, 35 minutes when I'm playing Grux. It just completely ends. But very, very strong nonetheless. But of course, you can either build into that or you can build into, of course, the Raiment of Renewal just to have a little bit more health under your belt and just a little bit more tankiness and being able to sustain in those fights much longer. But yeah, this is the build that I usually use for Grux. If you guys did enjoy, please like, comment, subscribe. I also do stream on Twitch. I try to stream on Twitch basically every other day. I don't have of course, a consistent schedule. I usually upload when I can, and of course, live stream when I can. But thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. That was rude. That hella rude. That's good. Damn. Boom, perfect. He should go back. I don't know why he keeps chasing me. He doesn't know where my jungler's at. He didn't even put a ward down, so should be able to play a little bit aggressive on him. He just wants to kill me early. He wants to chip me out of my lane. We're just gonna keep brawling each other until one of the— oh, hello, Seraph. Not good for me, not good for me. I can't push up on that because I don't know where Seraph is. Gotta be definitely careful. He's level 3 right now. He's just gonna push me because he knows that Seraph is in jungle. Trying to hit me, get me back. He's gonna go for a blue buff. Dead. I knew right when he left that Seraph was gonna gank me. I should have backed up a little bit further, but can't lose any of that farm. I'll let him. I'm gonna just let Chimera do his thing. Seraph is gonna lose out on some farm for getting that kill on me. So it's all good, you know. I'm a late bloomer. Got it. Because I have way more XP than I am. He's dead. Let's go. Get him. Get it. Let's go, dude. I'm just gonna, you know, talk to him, saying good job. Really good gank. Perfect. Now I put a ward down here. I'll push up on this tower, get a little bit of hits on it before he comes back. Make this tower just a little weak. Since Seraph is out of the jungle, Chimera actually basically get his farm for free, so which is really nice. I don't know if Grux is gonna try and go for me or not here. I can't go up from that farm. Grux is probably gonna. I think he put a ward down over there as well. Getting dandy though. I'm gonna pop a health bot. Perfect. Doing pretty good. Oh, good by him. Really good pull. I have the health advantage here. Pull him in. Okay. Probably need to use blink there because he's gonna chase me down. Still hasn't. Oh, he hasn't wasted his blink just yet on my lane. So getting there. Oh, that's a good thing that I went back. Seraph is in her jungle, so definitely a good thing I went back. But I'm gonna lose a little bit on some farm, but we should be perfectly fine here. But how are y'all doing today? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you haven't seen any of my other build videos, definitely feel free to go look at those real quick if you're big into like ADCs and carries or mid laners or anything like that. And of course, I made a tier list video on all the heroes and Predecessor just recently on my last video, kind of giving you guys my opinions on some stuff on the characters that are in this game. I've seen some other tier list videos and I just kind of you know, have a lot of experience with this game, so perfect. And now he's back. I still don't know where Seraph is at, so very bad. But yeah, tier list video, doing very well. Thank you for all the feedback as well. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys need me or want me to cover some news on this game, like the patch notes, character reveals, and stuff like that, let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to do that for you guys. He's trying to bully me, ain't he? Come on, boy. Come here. Come here. Where are you going? Come here. Let's study. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm boxing you, baby. This is my lane. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What I'm talking about. Dude, Grux is just a bully on this lane. It's so much fun. just running people down and just knowing that you can sustain a fight with his passive. Which it recently, we just got the patch notes today of the Grim.exe update coming on April 11th, and sadly his passive is getting nerfed, but which is very, very understandable. And what you want to do with Grux as well, with his abilities, is you always want to get his double cleave, his R1 ability, or his right click ability leveled up as much as possible. That's like the first thing that you want to level up. Perfect. Perfect. Should bleed to death. Yep, perfect. And that's why his passive is busted, because if you hit him with that double cleave, aka his right click or his R1 ability, they just bleed with double. You basically apply double bleed on him, so it's very, very strong right now. Just trying to figure out what I want to build here. I'm gonna go with my like sky splitter build. I think I'm gonna go with my original build. That's what I usually go for. See if I can sustain a little bit. Go with the Basilisk, the Sky Splitter, into 3 defensive items. It'll definitely help a lot on this lane. My farm Chimera, you can get out of here. So Grux is missing, so I'm gonna definitely let people know that my enemy's missing on the left, aka the Grux. I have no idea where he is. Ooh, and I'm gonna get hit by that just by a little bit, but it's okay because I can kill the minions to get my health back. And we got our jungler on the left helping me out. It's nice. Grux is here, so I would definitely go back. I'll get off. Ooh, you know what? I'll help as much as possible. Just ring around the rosy, yes sir. Oh yep. And then for like on like level 8, you would want to do smash and grab next. So that would be his Q ability, which is very, very good. He's gonna try and kill everybody first, but it's all good. We're gonna get it first, knock him up in the air, double cleave him, dead. Perfect. And then before we go back, I'm going to push up that lane and come back here, get the XP buff, get a little bit more XP, and then head back. My plan here. We get that first tower, so we're going to try and help everybody else on their lanes push up a little bit, see if they need any help. Always, always keep an eye on the map, see who's struggling, see who's not struggling, to make sure that you can make perfect rotations for that, for one of the towers. So right now, as you can see, they got Fangtooth, so they're gonna have a little bit of buffs on their side. They're gonna get a little bit 50% more time on debuffs or buffs in the river. So river buffs are very, very strong when it comes to junglers, so it basically helps the junglers ramp a little bit faster and clear a little bit faster. But since mid and Fangtooth is already down, I'm gonna go back to the left side and see where this Grux is. Put a ward right here to make sure that Seraph or Countess doesn't rotate over here. I'm gonna go right ahead and see if I can kill this Grux again real quick. Hit him with a double cleave, let him bleed a little bit. He tried to pull me, he missed it. I'm gonna pull him. Oh, that was good by him. I'm just gonna use my blink to actually get in here. So I'm gonna pop that, and he's dead. So that's perfect. A very, very perfect fight right there. Even though I used my blink, it's okay, since I had the advantage there to kind of get that kill. You don't want to like blink in a team fight and know that you're going to lose a fight. It's always good to know that you'd always keep an eye on the map to see where everybody's at. If I can pull him, perfect. Launch him up, perfect. Cleave him, bleed him to death. If he was to get away, he would Yep, nice. That's a good thing. And now we just push up middle now. We kill the rest of the minions on middle, and then we'll be able to take this first tower. Left side is doing perfectly fine. Nobody over there pushing that minion wave up. I'm losing a little bit of farm, but okay, because I'm getting kills on different lanes, helping my team out. And then since we took that, now I go back to left. We could definitely go for that second tower, but we don't want to let left lane fall to Grux since he's pushing that lane up now. So go back. I'm gonna gank him again. He doesn't know that I'm here, which is perfect. Now he does. Hit him with this. He's gonna use his blink, get away. Chimera's gonna jump on him from the jungle, ganking him. Did perfect. Grux doesn't know what to do. He knows that he lost his fight, so now we don't know where Seraph is. So I'm gonna put a ward right here. I'm gonna kill this minion wave so my minions can snowball on this second tower. Since Grux is dead. Check the item. Yeah, I can go back and get my item actually. I'm gonna push this up, get my next item, and then I'm gonna come back and push that lane. So both of our carry and support has died, so but I'm gonna go for Ice Scorn Talons here, which is really good for what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go for Sky Splitter, and now since I got 2 damage items, I'm gonna try and build into defensive items now. So what I'm gonna try to do is it's either I wanna go with Draconum. Pretty good. So I'm gonna go help what they need over here, which is in mid lane. They got Richter, they got Murdoch. So Chimera is actually sustaining, killing literally everybody because he's been ganking everybody, killing everybody, which is very good. So yeah, Chimera's gonna secure this kill here, which is perfect. So we just push up mid lane now, get the second tower. Or we could go for Fangtooth actually, so we go here, camp Fangtooth, so everybody knows that we just want to attack Fangtooth. Really good. Perfect. So now our jungle buffs last 50% longer, which is good. Because Countess and Seraph are in mid, I'm gonna try and get this Seraph. Alright, so I'm gonna go left side. Because I know that Grux is on left side, he's pushing that lane up. I'm just gonna notify them that there's enemies missing. I don't know where Grux is. And always be sure that you're communicating with your team. It's very helpful for the team to make sure that they keep looking at their map. Oh, and we won. Perfect. And as you can see, I didn't really get to build into the whole build, but you can kind of see the full potential of how this build really works. You're basically able to ramp and get that passive buff constantly going. But yeah, just stick to the end of the video. I'm going to show you what I was going to build into. The game ended very fast, but as you can tell, it's a powerhouse. You're able to bully people early game and then be tanky late game. You're not going to have a lot of damage at the end of the game, but you're just going to be able to sustain in those fights and do as much damage as you can. Of course, with your passive and your bleed carrying you all the way through to the win. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you did like this kind of video, please do like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you maybe get a shout out. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.